Hey guys, thank you for tuning into my channel. Okay, let's get started because I'm getting some deep messages and I want to speak to those who, like myself, are processing and going through a grieving process. Um, let's talk about the word grief. It can be anything: grief of a person, a situation, a place, a thing, right? Grief of your old self. As we're going into a new space, a new timeline, a new way of seeing things through healing, it is important that we heal. It is important that we see things in newness through our healing. Healing of our inner selves, our inner child, teenage, young adulthood, even our older selves. Whatever space you're in, it is important to heal, right? And it's not easy. It's a lot of work. A lot of people looking in want to assume that, hey, they look good, or how did they do it, or let's just cling on to them, you know and maybe they can give us insight on how, or heal us by just speaking to us, or whatever the case is. Whatever they think, people will be people. They're going to think, agree, and disagree on anything that doesn't concern or situate or fit in their hands, in between their fingers. So this is interesting to me, right? Through the grieving process of our old selves, of our old lives, of how we used to view things, right? A lot of the collective that have been doing the work, quote, have been doing the work, have been committed to doing the work, have been diligent to doing the work, have been consistent in doing the work, have been healing doing the work, have been vibrating higher in doing the work, have been cutting off, burning, and shedding away the cords that no longer serve them, have done internally the shadow work. And if you feel that you think or feel that you're done with your shadow work, a lot of times we're not, because there's something that's always popping up that we have to heal. Again, life, I got this message this morning and it's ringing in my ear. Life is our school, and we're living in a world somewhat of a prison without bars. We are here in human form to learn. We are the students of life. It is our job that we have reincarnated here back on earth. It is our job to remember, to initiate our soul's purpose. What is our purpose? To learn, to relearn, to fix, to heal, to understand. Our number one priority is to remember what our soul wants us to remember, needs us to remember, so that we can heal through those transformative times, spaces, and dimensions within ourselves. The collective is in preparation. The collective is in preparation. And how did I see this? I'm trying to remember. Okay. So the collective is in preparation. And there is a lot of people who want to mimic the collective. Those who are true to what their soul needs them to remember, are being observed, are being watched. And if you feel that you can't see it within yourself because you're still through your healing, understand this. Others see it within you. Others see it. Once they see you, they know who you are. And a lot of people want to copy that. But you're in a territorial space. You're protected by unseen spirit. Everything is being dealt with spiritually. You are being protected by your ancestors. You are being protected by sacred spirit, sacred heart, immaculate spirit, your archangels. You're being protected by the spiritual realm. And it's of higher light, especially if you guys have done the initiation of doing all these things mentioned earlier. The people outside of you are like scavengers now, right? They're looking, they're picking, they're digging. They're doing things that it's out of curiosity. They're testing you. But if you have understood the insight, if you have understood the patterns, if you have understood the lessons, then you'll see it. You protect yourself, you protect your sacred space, which you know is within yourself, right? Even if you're not comfortable in a situation where you are now. Let me clear my throat chakra because now it's like they don't want me to talk. So even if you're in a place you don't want to be now, you still seem to protect your sacred space, whatever that looks like to you. It can be a room. It can be an area at work. It can be an area in your home that you just feel comfortable in. And people are trying to take you out of that sacred space. But wherever you go, you know to form your protective barrier because you know you're being protected. You know, people don't see it. You don't see it. But you know. And the thing is that people outside of you want to gain insight. They are throwing rocks into your barrel, right? The last time I spoke about like being a crab in a barrel and those trying to hold you down and trying to climb above you, right? It's the same format, yet you're floating above water. You're not completely out of water, but you're floating with the current. You're floating with the course of life. You're floating and you're not fighting. You're not fighting against the grain. You're not fighting against the currents. You're not fighting. You're just flowing with life. And people are trying to understand how you do it. Right? And they throw and throw and throw. They throw pebbles. They throw rocks. They throw stones. They throw anything to try to break you down. To make those waves rockier. To gain insight on how you maneuver. How they shake your foundation. That's what they want to do. Right? They're testing you. But know that those are tests. They're testing you to see if you fall short. They're testing you to see if what triggers you. But if you have done the work, you'll know how to, even if it triggers you, you know how to compose yourself. You know how to go through the motions and you know how to heal that part. Because the triggering is a reflection of the things that they don't like within themselves, projecting onto you, right? And if it's you projecting onto someone else, it's going to feel so much worse. So those are the things that you have to care for within you so that you don't project that energy. You're protecting. You're not closing yourself off. You have an open chakra. All your chakras are open, but you're protecting your aura from them penetrating. You understand? And through that, you still heal yourself. You still protect yourself. You still understand all of this, right? They do all of this for their self-interest. They're doing all of this because they're basically like little rats that are just a nuisance and want to frighten you, but you know you're bigger than them. Yet they're ballsier. Now they're a little like, what's up? Especially in New York. But your guides, your angels, your ancestors are handling it spiritually through the unseen, that they're depicting and picking out the rats from your life, and you're starting to see them. You have a commitment to yourself. You have a commitment to your spirituality. You have a commitment to grieve, to process, to understand, right? And you'll have people that want to play in your face, that they want to play around. They want to play with you. They want to, make it seem that your life is boring and stale. And there's a point where you want to laugh wholeheartedly. You want to laugh and feel normal, but what is really normal? If you're looking back after your healing process through the toxicities, what is really normal? You want to play? Yes. You want to laugh? Yes. You want to live out loud? Yes. But you want to do it safely, but in a way where it's genuinely. You're not picking on anyone. You're not laughing and mocking anyone. You're not laughing at anyone's misery. You're genuinely laughing at maybe perhaps memories. You're laughing at maybe something that, for instance, like I like watching old programs of like comedy shows and comedy skits that are just light. It was like really just life, back then in the 90s, where it's like, yeah, we go through that. We can laugh at that, and that it was like a life lesson. I'm not even gonna go there anyway, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, now people are just laughing at others' misery and then want to pretend as if they care, and want to show society or everyone online or whatever the case is that, hey, I'm helping and look, I'm showing off to help. But really, are you doing it from the heart, right? And those who have unexpected cash flow and abundant flow of cash, they are asking those who don't have as much to help donate to foundations, when they can simply take that abundance that they have, that they were blessed with, to donate and help others less unfortunate than them. And it blows my mind, the teamwork that others outside of you, I lost track, but others outside of you are collaborating, teamwork to figure out your wisdom, to figure out, how you get from point A to B, because they want to get from point A to B, or from point A to Z, ahead of everyone without doing the work. And those who are doing it like that, the truth will be revealed. Those who are out there doing it for income, for just for play, those are going to be shown sooner rather than later. Gaining community, insight, community of your soul family. Recognition of your community, the people around you that have seen your struggle and seen where you are now. People are just amazed at, wow, through all the suffering, all the shit that someone has been through, they seem as if normal, not knowing the battles they face within, the battles they face in secret, the battles that they face, right? You can't ever judge a book by its cover unless the book is open to you. You will never know a person's situation or story. And when they speak their story and they tell their story, it's not for sorrow, it's not for petty or pity on some, oh, feel sorry for me, on some toxic shit. You understand what I'm saying? When they open their book, it's for you to understand where they're coming from. And a lot of people can't fit those shoes. A lot of people who don't know the struggle, who seem to have, you know, more than those who have struggled, who work a 9 to 5, who still do their best to make ends meet and still believe in a higher power, they will never know the struggle. They will never technically understand, because those who struggle were built from the ground up. They didn't come from up into the ground. So it's going to be a reversal of things. I just heard that. It's going to be a reversal of things. They won't know how to handle that. It is going to become a battle within themselves, a battle within how, you know, how they try to play in your face, a battle on how can they get to where you are, a battle of, oh, you think you're better than me, but you know you're not. You know that you are just being here, present. And it's not you. Physically, materialistically, you know, it's not nothing outside of us. We are reflections of one another. It is a spiritual thing. And people are afraid of that. By being influenced, by being, you know, and wanting to influence the masses. That's the problem. You gain communication through the spiritual realm. You gain communication within your higher self. You gain communication with yourself through, it can be your spiritual gifts. You know, you can be a seer. You can be someone who hears clairvoyantly. You can be someone who feels. You can touch something and go, oh, shoot, you know, or feel the room's essence, feel the room's, you know, temperature, feel the room's aura. And the thing is that people are remembering that. They'll start to remember the things that they have to do to get to where you are. I said once before that healers, yes, the healers can heal, yet they can only heal for so long, right? They can bring up trinkets, potions, lotions, and all this stuff, and their hands are just amazingly, their talents, their gifts are just amazing, right? From generations to generations. And many get mad at healers because they'll say, oh, this doesn't work, or they'll give wrong reviews, and you go, wait a minute. That's not how it works, right? And healer can heal you for the moment. The healer can heal a pain for the moment. It takes you to be consistent in working in that pain. It takes you to be consistent to go, just like you go to a doctor for medication, just like you go to a chiropractor to get your back cracked, just to get realigned, just to get you. It takes a healer. You have to be consistent in going back to that Reiki practitioner to get an alignment at least every 6 months to a year. You have to consistently go to a shaman if that's where you went, right? To consistently be cleared. If you can't do it on your own, if you don't know your trigger points within your body holds a lot. Your atoms, your cells hold a lot. And a lot of people don't understand that. That's a lot of trauma being held within your own system and its memory. And the influences that triggered you. You know, a lot of people get sick and continually get more ill because of the trauma that they're holding within themselves, because they don't want to learn the lessons or release it or ask for help. There's a resistance. There's a resistance in that. And to each his own. So long that people continue to resist, they will not be able to grieve. They will not be able to grieve their old selves, their old paradigm, their old, and that's where all this comes from. It's not only you, it's how far you have come, right? How far the community has come in healing, and how much more you have to go, because if you feel that anything I've said triggered you, then you still have healing to do. That's the whole point of my channel. Okay? I want to do something real quick, and then something for you to work on, and then we're out. These are trigger cards, which I like to utilize. Like I said, if you feel triggered by any of these messages with what I've said, then hopefully these will help you understand and go through the process. When I feel overwhelmed and not in control, my behaviors become manic and compulsive. When my feelings of shame surface, I will avoid everyone close to me. And if that one is specific for someone, because I had a channel message and I did a 2-part short, so check those out. Even though I am wrong, I struggle to apologize. I don't believe in an apology, especially if it's a repetitive thing that you continually know you're going to do. Don't apologize to me if you know what you did, and next time I see you, you're going to do the same shit. I ain't going for it. I always tell people, don't apologize. What are you apologizing for? You know, did you lie to me, or did you lie to yourself? Did you hurt me, or did you hurt yourself by trying to hurt me? I always try to check, you know, the apology, because it's like, be sincere about it and never do it again. You know, when I feel undervalued, I will treat my partner the same way. That energy, it's a mirror effect. Maybe your partner, your parent, your child, whomever it is. Check those triggers within yourself and what you're resisting to change, and what in yourself you need to heal. I know this message was kind of like, I don't do specific readings for specific people. This is collectively, you know. If it resonates, I'll appreciate you if you like, comment down below if it did. We can talk about it. You can email me, you know. And everything is in my life, in my link, in my bio, in my For You, whatever. I don't even know how to. This is new to me, this YouTube. But guys, it's not easy work. It's triggering like a mug. But I tell you, at the end, it'll be all worth it. It'll be all worth it. I hope this message helped you. I know I was like kind of stray, but I try to channel as well as I try to watch my words more or less, because I really would like the collective to heal. If this does not resonate with you, don't try to make it fit. You know, what does resonate with you, all I ask for you to do is meditate on the words, meditate on the message in a tone, meditate on the message, and reflect on it for your healing. You know, I can only guide you and do the best to help you through my healing and what I've learned. Be consistent with yourself. You know, you don't have to be so tough. You're going to have those moments where you're way up there and you're happy and everything seems glorified. And then you're going to have those periods when you're low, and you want to hide. And either way you float, it's okay. Don't allow yourself to try to keep up with the Joneses. You will drown. Please do not fight the current. Just flow with the currents of life.